Hey, welcome guys. In this video I'm doing an unboxing of the iPhone 7. So you will notice that the color is too white on the video recorded. So let me just get this glossy material off, which actually helped quite a bit with the color and white balance. So get that out of here. And there of course is the box, and just like before, it kind of have the iPhone picture, it's kind of not indented but outdented. It's kind of pushing up a little bit, so you can kind of feel it. It's kind of nice, little sleek design. So it's typical iPhone box, nothing special. You got some generic information at the back, and there's one thing that here is funny I want to show you guys. Right here, it's an adapter for the headphone jack to Lightning port, because they did remove the headphone jack. So right out of the box, you got designed by Apple in California, probably manufactured in some random small tiny warehouse in Asia. So there's the phone itself. Let's get this out of here, go over it first. So again, this is the regular iPhone 7, not the 7 Plus, which was like quickly out of stock, but I find it to be, you know, a bit hard to get a hold of, but it's all good. So I'm noticing that the home button is not actually a button. I think there was mentioned a little bit here and there, not too much by Apple, but because the big controversial thing was that they moved the headphone jack, so the home button wasn't really touched on too much, but it's not really a button, it feels like. So just going over the back and, you know, just feeling it in the hand, it feels really slim, thin, really nice actually. This is a very comfortable device to hold. Now, I want to power it on for you guys in the background. The problem is, if you're familiar with iPhones, you know that if you try to do anything without a SIM card setting up an iPhone, it'll just kind of flop on you. It'll say that you need to have a SIM card inserted. Even if there's no phone line associated with that SIM card, it needs a SIM card inside, which to me is completely and utterly stupid. Makes no sense. Even if there's no phone line tied to the SIM card, but whatever. So, yeah, that button is quite interesting. I'm not sure if I will get used to it, but, you know, whatever, get back to it. So let it boot up in the background. Let's continue with the unboxing. So let's go over all the pamphlets and stuff that are included inside. Let's see what they have. Okay, it's a little confusing. French on the top. There's the English. So just a very quick description. You know, telling you, hey, this is how you turn it on. There's a sleep-wake button. You have 3D touch, there's a home button, and over in the back, it looks like this is going to continue on, like saying that, hey, on the left side of the device, you have your ring silent switch, volume buttons, blah, 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 blah. All the very generic stuff, but hey, for non-tech savvy people, why not, right? And here is the SIM ejector pin. I love the size of this pin. It's not that easy to lose. It's large. I think that's really great that Apple, whoops, did I almost say Samsung? Holy crap. No, I'm not gonna swear. Holy cow, let's keep it simple and clean. Man, that was close. So yeah, there is the power adapter. Sorry, a bit of a under the weather, sniffles. So let's get this material off. Feels kind of sticky right now. The residue, actually, the sticky feel is kind of gone immediately. So that's weird, never happened before. So now for the headphones that are, you know, included out of the box. Now this is not the wireless set, as you can see, and actually here at the back, here's a 3.5mm to lightning bolt connector. So, you know, they did include that, which is quite nice, because with Apple, you never know, every little bit of money they can get out of you, they'll take it, right? So there's just regular headphones. I was expecting the wireless one, that would have been nice, but you know, they gotta make a buck here and there, right? So this is the regular ones, nothing special. So put that to the side. And here is the charging wire itself. So, how do we get this out? It's a bit of a struggle. Okay, so they have it there. Okay, so why is the USB port not coming out? Okay, so they put the cardboard in the USB slot. Why did Apple do this? Why did they make this so complicated? It's just a wire. Like, seriously, just wrap it up and maybe put one elastic around it. I don't know. I'll never understand these manufacturers. Anyway, so I'm doing my bootleg measuring test. So I put the wire up against me, just kind of measuring it, get a feel for it. And it's measuring in about just over 3 feet, which is pretty typical for any phone, so nothing special. So lightning connector on one side and USB on the other. So going back to the phone itself, let's see what we have. So there's the bottom. The headphone jack is gone, and you only have the lightning connector at the bottom. So I just want to show you guys that. Everything else is pretty much generic Apple. You know, not too many buttons. The placement is pretty much similar to regular iPhones. Let's face it, they don't really change much. you know, as much you might love iPhones, but you gotta admit they almost change nothing. So okay, what is going on here?
Cancel, 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 button.
Okay, seriously, just stop already.
Cancel, start over, start over, start over, English.
Okay,
button.
so that's over with. Ah, what an annoyance. So let's try this again.
Alert.
Oh man.
Emergency
Okay,
call.
this is my fault this time.
Cancel.
So
button.
yeah.
Cancel. Cancel. Button. Start over. Button.
Okay, let's try this again.
English. Good. Français.
Okay, I'm not reading properly. This is all my fault. I'm just noticing at the top is saying, hey, you gotta tap the home button 3 times. That's my fault now. But before, man, that was completely stupid. Okay, so I went back, I guess, too many times. There. Okay, now it's finally back. Holy cow. Every single iPhone I have to set up, I always have a disastrous, experience with it. I think the iPhone 6s, if I remember, just completely crashed. I had to connect it to iTunes and fix it. Right out of the box, it was like, I don't know, the software just kind of messed up everything. Apple never failed to do that. Whatever. Hopefully once up and running, everything's gonna be a nice, clean experience, just like iOS should be, right? Very simple. So it feels really nice. Not sure how I feel about the new home button and how I feel about the device overall, but hey, at least it's working, unlike my Note 7, which is completely dead. And I'll explain in a video. I'll put a link to that video in the video description. It is 100% dead, and Samsung hasn't taken it back. So I'll explain that later in another video. Link is in the video description. But be sure to check out my Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Instagram links in the video description as well. Hit that like button, it does help. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.